Hello YouTube, it's your boy Deformed Pig, back at it with another review. This is obviously another Sabaton review, and this is my review of The Last Stand by Sabaton, which, right here, got the physical copy on vinyl, which I'm going to be kind of, let's put a display right there. It's vinyl, yeah, collect vinyl. Vinyls are pretty cool. We should bring them back, even though they're making a pretty big comeback. But anyways, today is my review of The Last Stand by Sabaton, and tomorrow will be my review of The Great War by Sabaton, coming out first thing in the morning, so I can bring that to you as early as possible. So, Last Stand by Sabaton, let's get right into it. What do I think of this album? This album is absolutely amazing. I love this album. My God, it is easily one of their best albums, if not their best album, and it is one of my favorite albums of all time. I love it through. It's absolutely amazing. It's the first Sabaton album I ever heard, and the first album I ever heard. I know it came out in 2016, but I did not listen to albums until like 2016. I started listening to like albums in full, and this was the first album I really listened to in full, so it holds kind of a special place in my heart for that, and I love every track on this album. It's absolutely I've listened to every song on this album 1,000 times. I've listened to this album 1,000 times, and I will listen to it 1,000 times again. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. It never gets dull or boring. It never gets dull or boring. It's absolutely amazing. Every song on this album is absolutely amazing. There's not a single bad or dull or boring song. There's not even a single good song, because every song is either amazing, great, or just an overall masterpiece. And it has my favorite Sabaton track of all time, and one of my favorite songs of all time, which I will get to in the track by track. Anyways, so kind of similar to Heroes, this is kind of a concept album in the sense that it's telling the story of, while Heroes was telling the story of different war heroes, this is telling the story of different last stands that different armies have made throughout the years, which is really cool. I really like that. There's a lot of cool history facts I learned about this, and different armies I learned about during this. This is like the best history book I have right here. Yeah. I'm not even pointing to it right now. It's hard to aim that. Anyways, those are some of my overall thoughts, but unlike Heroes, what I thought is that while Heroes felt like it had good lyrics but not much good music to match with that, every single good lyrical theme in this lyrics has an amazing song to go with it, which I'm going to talk about in the track by track, which is up now. So number 1, the track is Sparta, and Death as Sparta! I don't know why I yelled that. Anyways, so it's about the Battle of Thermopylae. Obviously, if you're familiar with the Battle of the 300 or the movie 300, it's about that. It's about the 300 Spartans who made their last stand against the Persians in the Battle of Thermopylae, and it's an absolutely amazing, energetic opener. I love the intro, how it kind of starts fade away before then going into like the I guess the best way to describe it is electronic brass synth part, kind of, and the chanting in the chorus too. It really makes it feel like a Spartan song, or a song that could be in the movie 300 with all the chanting in this, and I absolutely love that. It's an absolutely amazing song, and I love it. It's the second Sabaton song I ever heard, actually, so once again, kind of holds a special place in my heart, and I absolutely love this song. It's an amazing opener to an amazing album. So, number 2, next song is The Last Dying Breath. So, once again, another amazing, energetic song about the Serbian defense of Belgrade. I think it's pronounced Belgrade, but I could be wrong, but it's definitely another one of their best and most underrated songs, in my opinion. It's I don't see a lot of people talk about this song, and I don't see them perform it live too much, which is weird because I absolutely love it. It's one of their first, if I'm not mistaken, one of their first Sabaton History Channel episodes they ever did, and the Sabaton History Channel is like super cool because it's like they always sing about the lyrics of with the war and stuff, and now we actually get to see what each song truly means, and I love that. I love being able to like check what my favorite songs really mean by them, in terms of what battles were fought, what heroes it's singing about, what last stand it's singing about. But as I said, Last Dying Breath is about the Serbian defense of Belgrade, and it's another amazing song, and I love the last chorus of this song with kind of the overlapping vocal lines, which is something Sabaton does a lot, but when they do it, it works, so I don't have any complaints against it, really. It's a great song, and it goes to number 3. And if This is Sparta, number 3, Blood of Bannockburn, This is Scotland. I'm going to stop trying to do that, even though I have one more song in my notes with that. But anyways, I love the bagpipes in this song. It's obviously about Scotland, and if you're familiar with the movie Braveheart, it's pretty much about that with, the Scottish Revolution, and it's actually their only song in a major key, which is cool. They said that in their Sabaton History Channel, so take it from them, not me. Once again, I'm just the messenger. Anyways, it's another amazing song. As I said, I love the bagpipes, and what's cool is they're not programmed piano playing the bagpipes. It's an actual bagpipe player they got in for this, which is super cool, honestly. I love that. Bagpipes are a really cool instrument, and I love that. It really makes it feel like a song about Scotland or a Scottish song. It's absolutely amazing, and another amazing, energetic song. So it goes into number 4, which is Diary of an Unknown Soldier, or Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Haha, funny joke. Diary of an Unknown Soldier is not really a song. It's like 50 seconds, but it does bleed, or is a great intro into the next track, which is the first Sabaton song I ever heard, number 5, The Lost Battalion. Sorry that I didn't talk about Diary of an Unknown Soldier, but there's nothing to talk about, really. So number 5, The Lost Battalion, as I said, the first Sabaton song I ever heard, so once again, another very special place in my heart. I remember hearing this the first time because I was listening to a lot of Ailstorm at the time, and it said, put in my recommended artists that I should listen to Sabaton. I was like, yeah, this band looks cool, and at the time, their most popular song was this song, Lost Battalion, so I decided to listen to that, and that was right after The Last Stand had come out, so I've been waiting 3 years for the Great War, so I'm hoping it's good. Anyways, Lost Battalion, another amazing symphonic song, with the strings. When you see them play it live, it's almost kind of reminds me of Carlos Rex in a way. It's one of their obviously slower, more epic songs about the defense of the Argonne, and the story that it's trying to tell, or the Battle of the Argonne, the story it's trying to tell is so good that I'm surprised there hasn't been like a movie about it, because it's such a great story. I urge you to look it up. Same thing I said with Heroes or Carlos Rex. Look up the story that the songs and the album is trying to tell, and you can really get a full appreciation for it. That's how you fully appreciate this album. That's how I fully appreciated Carlos Rex and came to like Heroes a little more. And I obviously still love The Last Stand, and it's another absolutely amazing song that I think they should make a movie about and have The Lost Battalion be the only song that's legally allowed to play. Anyways, that was number 5, The Lost Battalion. Now it is on to number 6, Oryx Tripped. I think it's Oryx Tripped. Pretty sure it's Oryx Tripped. Anyways, another great, faster song. It kind of gets faster as the song goes along, and I love the intro riff and the speed and energy the song carries with it, and it's another great and underrated song, because this album does have a lot of their most popular songs, such as Sparta, the self-titled, Shiroyama, Winged Hussars, but it also has some of their most underrated songs, because I think that this is like truly one of their best albums. And then every song in this album, much like Carlos Rex, is amazing. So if I say some songs underrated, it's because I think it is, because it's every song on this album, same with Carlos Rex, is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be repeating myself a lot, much like I repeated myself throughout a lot of Heroes and Carlos Rex. I'm going to be repeating that same thing throughout, because every song on this album is truly amazing. So number 6, Oryx Tripped, another amazing song. Number 7, The Last Stand, which is my all-time favorite Sabaton song. I've been talking about, my favorite Sabaton song for a while, and this is it. The self-titled The Last Stand by Sabaton is my absolute favorite Sabaton song of all time. It's an absolute masterpiece through and through. It is one of my favorite songs of all time, and easily my favorite track on this album, and easily my favorite Sabaton album. As of now, it's my most streamed song on Spotify, and I absolutely adore and love this song. It is an absolute masterpiece. It's produced the second best Sabaton memes, because those Primo Victoria memes are the absolute best. You can't beat the Primo Victoria memes. And I could talk about this song all day, but I need to keep this review going. Number 7, The Last Stand. I absolutely love it. Check it out. It's their best song, in my opinion. So it goes from number 7, The Last Stand, to number 8, Hill 3234, which once again, another amazing song. It's obviously more of a speed and much faster song, which I like, because The Last Stand was a much slower song. And Hill 3234 is a great, energetic speed song, obviously. I love the midsection in it, which I say about a lot of Sabaton songs, because they have great midsections in it. And it's just another absolutely great and underrated song on this album. Actually, my other friend who listens to Sabaton, this is his favorite Sabaton song, and I can totally see that. Because, as I said, every song on this album is an absolute masterpiece, and I love it. So that was number 8. Number 9, Shiroyama, and this is Japan. It's about the last stand of the samurai, and it feels like an anime intro song. It's great to listen to in loop while you're playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which I have played and platinumed, not to flex. But it's an absolute amazing song. I love the opening riff. It's one of their best riffs of all time. I'm not going to try and air guitar it. I humiliated myself with Carlos Rex and Coat of Arms. I'm not trying that again. But Shiroyama is another one of their more popular songs from this album, and I totally see why. It's an absolutely amazing song. It's about the last stand of the samurai. I mean, who doesn't love samurais? It's an awesome theme, and I used to call it the Weeb National Anthem. Now on to number 10, Winged Hussars, which is my second favorite track on the album. Another absolute masterpiece of a song, through and through. I love the song, also produced great memes. And the intro, like I'm not going to sing it. I almost sung it. But if you know the song, you know the intro. Or you can just go listen to the intro and see what I mean. Where it's also produced great memes. And the Winged Hussars is just another absolute masterpiece. The mid, I almost call it the winged section. The mid section where it kind of changes how the song is going and the flow of the song is absolutely amazing, and I love it. It's another one of their absolute best songs. And then we go on to number 11, which is the true closer of this album, The Last Battle, which is a great, underrated, and uplifting song. And the reason I say uplifting is because it's about, well, the end of World War II, the end of, all of that terrible stuff that happened. And it really feels like the end of World War II. It feels like a track that's a great fitting end for the album and a great fitting end to one of the worst, easily the worst war throughout human history. It really feels like an uplifting song because it's about the end of all that pain and suffering. And it feels like a great ending to this album. I cannot think of a better track that they could have used to end this album. It's absolutely amazing, underrated, and I highly recommend checking it out. And then real quick, I normally don't talk about covers when I'm talking about Sabaton albums, as you've noticed, or albums in general, but I have to give a quick mention to the two covers, Camouflage, I forgot who that's originally by, and All Guns Blazing, originally by Judas Priest, because they're easily their best covers, and they're the few covers that actually manage to be better than originals. Put me on record. The Sabaton version of All Guns Blazing is better than the Judas Priest version, and the Camouflage version of Sabaton's version of Camouflage is better than that other band, whose name I can't remember. So just had to give a real quick shout out, I can pronounce things, to those two covers. So anyway, now onto my closing thoughts. What do I think of this album? Well, you already know that The Last Stand is an absolute masterpiece through and through. It has my favorite Sabaton song and one of my favorite songs of all time, which, The Last Stand, and it's one of my favorite albums of all time. It holds a special place in my heart. It's being the first real album I ever listened to fully through, and just being such a great album, being the album and all the songs in it, that got me into Sabaton. There's not a single bad thing I can say about this album. It's just overall an absolute masterpiece. And much like Carlos Rex, my overall score for The Last Stand by Sabaton is a 10 out of 10. Not 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. I love this album. It is probably their best. I love it. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, and I highly recommend it to anyone looking for a good album. Not even a good Sabaton album, not even a good metal album, just a great album that's an absolute masterpiece. Anyway, that's my review of The Last Stand by Sabaton. Do you agree? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all you people in the next video, which is my review of The Great War by Sabaton, which is what all of this has been leading up to. And I real quick want to say, I want to give a real big thank you to all of you who have been watching and stuck with me through all of these reviews leading up into this, because I'm just starting off as a new channel, essentially, because I restarted from scratch. I've gotten a bunch of new subscribers, views, likes, comments, and I just want to thank all of you for all of your support. And please, I hope that you'll continue to support me once I'm done with this, because I'm definitely going to keep uploading after this if I keep getting this love and support. So I want to thank all of you so much for all your love and support. And I will see all you people in the next video, which is The Great War by Sabaton.